Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 67 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the point.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Peyton Barber, 37 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Cowboys 7. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Through one corner, 14-7 our score.
7.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A gain of...
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Prescott yet again. And that's Elliott, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. Throw left side, complete. It's Elliott.
Prescott's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here we go on fourth down, Haskins. And he's got Rodgers. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Richard Rodgers. 71 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21, Cowboys 7. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Prescott's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott.
Prescott's pass.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
And that is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And they do finally get him at the 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
On the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. points here with the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Haskins. Throw left side, complete. That's Love. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Love. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Justin Hopkins on for the field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. 10 carried out for Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Prescott on second and 10. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's third.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 23, back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they enjoy this fourth quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Washington not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better,